Hey guys, what's going on? Back at you with Jiu-Jitsu rolling analysis. I think we're on 22. I don't know. It'll be in the title. No big deal. Today we have Mr. Eddy, who's been on here a lot. Eddy, stop taking so many rounds. Jeez, hogging all the rolls in the blue gi, and Ricky in the black gi. Side note, guys, in class, if you would like to be on the channel, I want to get you guys all on the channel. You don't have to. The guys in the class, this is free, right? If you would like me to review your rolling outside the gym, just hit me up. We can talk about it, figure something out. But for the guys in the gym, the number one thing to get on here, like guaranteed to not get you on here. Let me go the other way. The way to not get on here is if you don't start the round when the timer goes, because I want to try to get full rounds. So if you're just like chilling, let me fix my camera a little bit here. There we go. Oh, you get behind the screen, behind the green. Oh, behind the green screen there. If you're like chilling, talking, like the round started, look at all these people like just chilling right now. Like I'm not, I'm getting whoever's rolling, like, so I'm not waiting around. So if you want to get on, get started when the bell rings, which you should be doing anyways. Okay, rant over. If you would like to see this channel continue to grow, see how smooth transition that was, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, ringing that notification bell. These videos come out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. Jiu-Jitsu rolling analysis. Let's go. These are two of our bigger practitioners. I would say Ricky's up there in the top 3, and Eddy's definitely up there too, and very good. These guys obviously don't care about doing leg locks in the gi, so before we get too far outside of that position, that was a very nice, both guys, little transition there. So it looks like Eddy steps in, splits his stance here, which I love. So he gets on the inside, pulls his legs up, and then oh, look at that little sneaky transition. I like that. So he comes in, sits back. You could go for a knee bar right here. I don't know if that's what you were trying to do. So just slide your, you would slide your elbow past his heel here. But you sit right into cross Ashi, which is good as well. So, yep, immediately start digging for the heel hook. Nice defense there, Ricky, on that. Given that it's a gi, you're going to have slightly different response because you can have some handles to turn up into, but I would not normally recommend turning that direction. It would be the other way, but gi kind of changes the heel hook game, so we'll see how that progresses. That's a horrible position. Okay, so this is a good position to be in if you're not being smashed. It's called Kani Basami, but you're getting smashed. So I'm not going to go too much into it. Basically, what you'd want to do is get a far lap post and get him back off of you. So that would be you reach your right side arm over here, get onto here, and then drive him back this way. But that's not fun. Turtle. Can't really see what's going on. Hopefully I'm smart enough to move. Yes. Do you have the Kimura in? You have the Kimura in. Okay. I don't mind it then. I'm going to let this play out for a second, and then I'll go back. Okay. Okay. So bringing it back here. Okay. So your head's very far over this way, and what happens is Eddy does kind of post up and knock you over. I wouldn't go so deep with my elbows and my arms inside of him until I have a hook in place so I can follow him. What you could look to do is, it's not bad to have your hands in here by any means. What you could look to do is put him into a power half, Nelson. So you would retract this arm back, dive this one through, and get it over his head. Or would it be the other way? Let me think. Hold on a second. No, that's right. Yeah. You would just get this across his head. This would come out right. This arm would come out like right here. This arm would be across his head. And then you would drive his head down towards the mat and circle over and take his back. We already saw this. I don't like keeping the Kimura from that position. That's like the one position where I kind of let it go. I gotta be honest. What I would look to do is actually swivel back this way rather than away from him. You could use it to turn him over, but here is a good example. Ricky, you do have not a significant size difference or advantage over Eddy, but you do have a size advantage. And even then, it's kind of hard to like pull them over. So I would look to spin this hook around, so it's facing like down this way, and come back over the top, and then look to take his back that way. Yeah, it's like one of the few times that I would give up a Kimura. Or you can look to throw him into a triangle, which is where you'd throw this leg down and this leg would come over and you'd wrap through, and take like kind of like a back triangle from here. You could look to do a reverse triangle. So this leg comes up and you get it over here, but that might be a little difficult to do in this position. I think he's on your leg too. Yeah, so no, not an option. Eddy, instead of falling back there, I would, he's posting. So you could turn your shoulder down to apply like wrist lock pressure. He's not going to tap by any means, but he might pop his hand off. And what you can then look to do is solidify this kind of leg drag position or this leg weave position and collapse this knee to the floor, and then look to spin out around the side and take side control. Which it looks like you kind of try to do, but like add in the shoulder dip. Right? Add in a shoulder dip when you do this. Let's do frame by frame for a second. Okay, so right here, you see how there's nothing that's he's able to keep it up there and keep you posted off. If you do like just a subtle little shoulder dip when you turn, just in a little bit, right? It's going to collapse his elbow and it's going to make his arm, yeah, that arm's not going to be there anymore to push you back over. Ricky, love that you're been playing guard. Ricky, stop game is not fun to be under. So I'm glad that was a slick pass. Hold on a second. What did you just do? Did you poke Ricky in the eye or something? Okay, you step in. Eddy, love the entries, by the way. Like this is awesome. Okay, go for back step. Ah, nice. Okay, so that was Ricky kind of just moving you over. You get in front, and I dude, love that. So now, yeah, this is a pain. Let me see how you deal with it, and then I'll give my input. Ricky's gonna Turkish get up you. Okay, well, I mean, you know what I'm gonna say all the way back here. Where did he get that grip? All right, he has that grip here. I would be clearing that grip before you do anything. Yeah, so it's kind of like you get past, but he has that control of your neck the whole time. So like you never really have control of him. In a tournament setting, you get 3 points, but like in a reality, like are you actually controlling him setting? You know, not really. Yeah, I mean, you got to clear that grip, and at this point, you're going to have to like back up to clear the grip. So it's not really an option. All right, I'll let this play through. All right, so what you could do here, first of all, I mean, just it's an illegal grip. You can't go on the inside there, but what you could look to do is walk forward and deadlift him. The guys out in Hawaii used to do this shit. Damien specifically used to torture me with this. You just grab here, you grab the collar, you walk forward and just hit a deadlift, and it's going to just like flop his whole body over this way. And then you can look to start passing from there. Ricky, take this hook. Take this hook to the floor and then just drive him backwards and he'll go right over, right? So you just bring it right down here, get your heel. I mean, I'm sorry. Get the hook just right here. Boom, boom. and he can't step back, he'll fall right over. You're in like a pseudo X guard kind of position. I guess it would be like a tripod sweep, right? Yeah, you're like, yeah, your legs in front. Yeah, and then you just cup his foot on this side, and he'll topple right over. Clear the grip. I'm gonna let this play through. Yeah, you can't let him cross Ashi again. Nice. The knee line's out though. But I love that you're trying to go for it. Like we've just been we just kind of started doing leg entanglements very recently. So the fact that they're being used already is making me quite happy. Even though they're not ideal right now. That's how you learn, right? You go for them. Yeah, you're going for it. You just don't have his knee line. But awesome, man. They're like, you're getting in there. Like that's honestly, that's the harder part, right? Getting into the positions is harder than hitting the actual heel hook. This thing's like right in my face. Sorry. Let me put it down here. So you guys can see my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all this lapel guard. Ooh! Eddy with these knee slices. Was that a shin slice? That might have been a shin slice. No, oh yeah. So guys, just an option, just so you know, if especially when like if there's a really tight De La Riva hook or reverse De La Riva hook, you can look to slice over the shin instead of slicing over the knee. It's really hard to deal with. It's called a shin slice. So just an option. Eddy kind of pseudo shin slices here. Yeah, actually no, that I would call that a shin slice. So you're over the shin here. Get over. Nice. Right to north-south. I love this choice. Guys, it's really important to realize that when you're passing someone's guard, if you don't have control of their head, you're not going to be able to establish a good side control. So what you can do, absolutely you can do, is go to north-south. You don't have to have head control when you go to north-south. The nature of the position is controlling because I'm past their hip line and I'm past where their legs can come into hip escape. So I don't need... The purpose of controlling the head is to stop them from being able to turn into you to hip escape. If I get to north-south, you can't really hip escape, so I don't really need control of your head to stop that motion. And then I can play from north-south very safely. So when you're passing, like in this case with Eddy, he does not have control of the head when he passes, and he doesn't get it quickly. So he transitions to north-south, which is a controlling position, which is what I think you should do. And then work from north-south to either get some finishes from there, attack some submissions from there, or you can look to come back to side and then go to mount while gaining head control along the way. So look, he's trying to get head control, not happening. You block the hip, which is perfect. Now he can't hip into you that way. You turn to north-south. Love it. Almost. Too much space. I love that armbar. So what I like to do is I like to settle down. So I'll get my hips low. And what I'll do is I'll swivel this foot. I'm gonna change frames so you can see what I'm talking about. Unless there's somebody else that's doing it. No. Well. No. Let me change frames. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, okay. So I wouldn't necessarily do it like right here. But what I'd be looking to do is get this foot right next to his shoulder. So my leg position would be like this, and then the knee comes out like this kind of thing, like on my hip. So kind of like a pigeon pose for yoga. And then what I'm looking to do is throw my head over here, heavy, kind of like a S mount. And then I take my in this case it would be your left leg. I would very tightly drag it over his head. And then when I sit back, I'm looking to shoot this knee towards the ceiling and pinching my knees. If I do those two things, he can't, and just kind of like drape my arm over his arm. He can't pull his arm out, and then I could just slowly break his arm. It's called a shotgun armbar. Brett is very good at it as well. If you need somebody else, or if you want to watch somebody roll at the gym, Brett is really good at this position. Yeah, so just tighten that up. It's a good armbar. Ricky, great defense on that. So when you go over, I know the round's ending, you're kind of just throwing stuff. When you go over him like this and you're behind him, you want to get double unders, because if Ricky pops up and you don't have double unders, you're going to fall off the top. So you want to get double unders and then look for your hooks, or you can look for your hooks and then you should be all right. Great round. Yeah, I don't have many things to say other than, you know, clear these grips. Stop letting people get these. And Ricky, love the progression of your ground game. Nice leg defenses. I know it was kind of like it's weird in the gi, but good entries, and yeah, looks good, guys. All right. Well, thank you again. If you're interested and want me to review your rolls, just hit me up on here or on Instagram at ColettiNick, and we can figure something out. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.